I think what we're seeing is a fragmentation effect of global jihadist terrorism and a move away from what was typical of the previous decade, which was efforts externally directed to replicate the mass casualty, mass effect that was epitomized by the 9/11 attacks, in favor of lower level attacks that require a lot less planning, are much easier to conduct, much harder to prevent or to detect. And I think that what happened in Paris was evidence of a move in that direction. It's a country which is very prickly, very sensitive to. But I think that Western European countries, particularly those whose governments are taking part in the campaign against Islamic State, are vulnerable to this kind of terrorism because a lot of it is clearly not being externally directed. It's simply being undertaken by individuals who take their inspiration from groups like Islamic State. We have to take into account the fact that the conduct of the 3 gunmen who took part in the Charlie Hebdo shootings was very disciplined and very organized and focused, suggested a degree of training that isn't obviously commensurate with the lone wolf approach. So, we just don't know yet. Inclined to impose its own wishes and values on the group. Quite possibly. That's the other aspect about the Charlie Hebdo attack, which is very interesting. That it was clearly done by a group that knew that this was the day on which the magazine had its editorial board meeting, that everybody would be there, and they knew exactly who they wanted. So that shows evidence of organization and pre-planning. A lot of more recent episodes of lone wolves have been characterized by a complete absence of planning and encouragement by entities like Islamic State to just go out and behead somebody on a random basis. And I think the reality is that we're probably going to have to contend with both in the future.